rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision when the Buckeyes survived. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, this offense is able to rely on an elite running back. And how priceless is it to have a guy like this?
You know, sometimes in college football we get so caught up in the quarterback and the receivers and just spreading it out. But the elite teams have a running back like this that can take your offense to another level.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Early adversity here. They face a third down in the opening possession. To throw, it's Manning. Makes a quick catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, big decision coming up now for this offense. I think they thought they might get this first down, but now 4th and 1. Offensive coordinator and head coach talking about it. Are you going to go for it?
The Longhorns will have to kick this away. And that's the first punt today for the offense. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score, the decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the first half, the screen pass to Trevion Henderson that looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw, ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these 2 teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Look at the leg strength, a booming punt. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Gets into space at the 50. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. To the air, it's Manning. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
The Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he missed it, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Play action here on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he drives the punt deep. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Spinning out of the tackle. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's caught. Tackled only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a 1st down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. To the air, it's Manning. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play. It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Breaks free. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. There's contact on the throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Man, some real toughness on display here by the quarterback. Being able to focus with that kind of pressure coming right at him.
Tries the right with a quick throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback. Such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back to pass. It's Manning. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style. There's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see how they play this here. Move into field goal position or take a couple shots at the end zone. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. And here he goes. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. A deep shot to the right. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Grab behind the line. It's Tate.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This is an absolute boomer of a punt. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. The receiver makes the catch. An effective play, good for a first down of the 35.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Ball handed off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Longhorns are on the move here. Off the RPO, clock to the right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Now it's second down here. They're going to run it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Dropped for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On first down, it's play action. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense tried to catch the defense napping by getting the ball to the big tight end, but they weren't fooled at all.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. And now the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's Sayin. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Now they call a run. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He finds some space. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Chris, that's a huge play for this offense. And keep in mind, they haven't scored a point yet. So to be able to come up with a play like this late in the game, maybe some confidence building here to be able to get that first touchdown. Who knows? Maybe they could be in business.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. 2nd down after that previous play. To throw, it's Manning. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a 1st down pass. Looking for his big tight end. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a grab in the end zone and a clutch moment.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the 4th quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Short connection to the tight end here. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Can the offense win it right here? Or are we going to overtime? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Steps into this one, and it's a boomer. Wow. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, I love this play call by the offensive coordinator. We got a tie game. You're around midfield. You come up with a big play. At the very least, you're thinking field goal, possibly touchdown.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Looking for a receiver. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. On the run, it's Peoples. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. QB to the tight end for a completion. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. The back's got it. Breaks an open space. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So first and goal here. Can they punch it in and win the football game? Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. So buckle up here. It's 3rd and goal with a chance to punch it in and win the game right now. Looking for 6. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of, and these guys really met the challenge.